Good morning, Breakfast Clubbers. I'm here in Bradford this morning and I'm taking a look at this place just behind me. It's the Pantry. We've got a good reputation for doing breakfast sandwiches. We're going to check out their full English today. So let's go. Yes, today I'm back in Bradford. This time at a very popular spot called the Pantry. They've had some strong mentions in local press recently and were even shortlisted as one of the best sandwich shops in the district. So naturally, I'm here to see what their full English is all about. The breakfast on offer today includes 2 bacon, 2 sausage, beans, tomatoes, mushrooms, a fried egg and toast. Hash browns and black pudding are available as extras at 50p each. So I've added on one of each. Fried bread is also available on request and can be swapped in for a slice of toast, which I've done. Hot drinks are free with any order before 9 AM, so as usual, it's a pot of tea for me at no extra cost. It's a busy cafe, the kind of place where regulars walk in and simply ask for the usual. I grab a seat in the small dining area, and after only a short wait, my breakfast arrives, so it's time to tuck in.
Oh yeah.
Great, thank you very much.
There you go. I'll put it on that side. Later.
Cheers. Now this is a classic sandwich shop cafe, greasy spoon presentation. No frills, no fuss, just everything laid out in that familiar, comforting way. The beans and tin chopped tomatoes are flowing freely across the plate, bringing a bright, vibrant splash of colour that instantly makes it look appetising. It's basic, it's bold, and it absolutely fits the style of the place we're in. Score 8 out of 10. So with everything laid out and looking the part, it makes sense to start with something that's already making its way across the plate. It's the tomatoes. And these tin chopped tomatoes are still piping hot. There's an ample amount of fleshy chunks in here, all sitting in a thick, rich sauce that's far less watery than we often see. It's closer to the consistency of a soup. Flavour-wise, they're spot on, sweet, bright, and easily some of the best tasting tin tomatoes I've had in a long while. Score 10 out of 10. So after that strong start, let's move over to something a little earthier. It's their mushrooms. And we've got a good portion of thinly sliced mushrooms here, lightly cooked and carrying just a touch of wateriness, but nothing that gets in the way. They've got a solid size and a texture to them, bringing that welcome earthy flavour that lifts the plate nicely. And crucially, they give you no reason at all to reach over for the pepper. Score 7 out of 10. Right, it's time to check in on something a bit more indulgent, the fried bread. And we've got a single slice of thin white fried bread, carrying a good bit of colour from the cook. It could have done with a little more oil on the grill plate or in the pan, as it's leaning slightly on the dry side. Flavour-wise, it doesn't quite hit the mark, but it does become a very welcome tool for mopping up that tomato juice, which definitely helps lift the overall bite. Score 5 out of 10. Now let's take a look at its more familiar counterpart, the toast. We've got 2 slices of medium thick white bread here, both given a steady medium toast. There's a fair amount of spread that's soaked in nicely, giving them that light yellow colouring across the surface. It's standard fare, but much like the fried bread, it becomes a very welcome tool later on for mopping up the juices and the egg yolk. It's nothing fancy, but it does exactly what you need it to do on a breakfast like this. Score 6 out of 10. And with some of the carbs out of the way, it's time to get on to the heartier stuff, starting with the sausages. We've got 2 smallish catering style sausages on the plate today. As we've seen before, and is often the case in cafes where most of the trade comes from sandwiches, they've been sliced in half. It helps them sit neatly in a butty and speeds up reheating when orders are flying in. The downside is that this style can leave them a little overdone, which isn't the end of the world if they're a good quality, great tasting sausage. Sadly, that's not quite the case here. Score 3 out of 10. Right then, let's move on to the fried egg. And it's just 1 fried egg on the plate today, and it's been done really well. The white is thin, soft, and cooked through thoroughly, while the yolk has been basted over perfectly in the oil. Cutting into it, it releases that much anticipated flow of hot, runny golden nectar, exactly what you want. And of course, those dipping moments with the toast and fried bread become a real highlight, perfect from start to finish. Score 10 out of 10. Let's turn our attention to another essential part of the plate now. It's the beans. And we've got a fair sized portion of beans here, served in that classic straight onto the plate style that always feels right in a cafe like this. They've got that familiar sweet flavour, backed up by a nicely rich sauce that clings well without being overly thick. It's a simple serving, but it's done well, warm, comforting, and exactly the kind of dependable staple that anchors a full English. A really solid example of something you just can't do without. Score 8 out of 10. Moving on now to the hash brown. And we got a single large hash brown here. It's been delicately cooked to a lovely golden colour. The outside has that crisp, almost flaky makeup you really want, giving a satisfying crunch as you cut in. Inside you've got some good sized pieces of shredded potato, still holding their shape and offering a nice contrast to the crisp exterior. Flavour wise, it holds up well, warm, comforting and a very enjoyable hash brown overall. Easily one of the stronger elements on the plate. Score 9 out of 10. Sticking with the stronger items on the plate, let's move over to the black pudding. And it's a single medium thick rounder black pudding and it looks the part straight away. There's plenty of visible oatmeal, barley and pork fat running through it, giving it that classic rustic texture that you expect from a traditional slice. It comes nicely cooked too, sporting that deep, rich colouring when you cut in. The inside is delicate, soft and moist, and flavour-wise, it really hits the spot. Full of that excellent savouriness, all good black pudding should deliver. A strong showing and one of the standout items on the plate. Score 9 out of 10. And before we wrap up the plate, there's just one more key player to look at. It's the bacon. We've got 2 lightly done rashers of back bacon here, each carrying a good seared colouring from the grill plate. They're nicely lean, and while the small amount of fat they do have isn't quite as crisp and coloured as you'd usually hope for, the overall look is still inviting. Both slices are fairly thick and meaty, retaining a good moisture that gives them a satisfying bite. Flavour wise, they deliver that great salty hit you expect from proper back bacon, and together they offer a very enjoyable finish to the breakfast overall. Score 8 out of 10. Now then, let's talk value for money. The base price of the breakfast here has to be one of the cheapest we've come across so far, coming in at just £6.20. Even with the add-ons, it still feels like you're getting a lot for your money. While a few items didn't quite hit the heights, the overall experience was genuinely enjoyable, and for me, that's where the value really shines. You walk in knowing exactly the sort of breakfast you're going to get, and in most cases, it doesn't disappoint, especially when the whole thing, drink included, comes to just £7.20. Score 10 out of 10. Time to tally up those points now, and after chucking those scores into our number cruncher, the pantry comes out with a total of 93 points out of a maximum of 120. And converting that into a percentage, today's final Breakfast Club score is 77.5%, putting them in the higher ranks of our good rating bracket. Looking at the leaderboard now, and although that's a good score today, it just falls short of making it into the top 10. Still, a very good effort. So that wraps up our visit to the pantry, a breakfast that came in at a cracking price, delivered some real highlights, and held its own, even where a few items didn't quite shine. What you get here is exactly what you expect from a proper local cafe. Straightforward cooking, quick service, and a plate that leaves you feeling well fed, without emptying your wallet. It might not have been perfect across the board, but what you get is good honest food, cooked simply, and served without any fuss. A very solid effort, all round. So if you've enjoyed this video and you like what we're doing, the best way to support us is to like, share and subscribe. It's free to do and really helps the channel grow. And as always, may your bacon be sizzling, your fried bread golden and your yolks runny. Thanks for watching and be sure to check out one of our other reviews showing on screen right now. So that was my breakfast here at the pantry this morning. What do you think of that one? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.